that these persons serve no good purpose. It was an organized activity, and all communities are at peril of this. There must be no succor, no favor, no sympathy for these persons who organize that. They are criminals and they must be seen in that way. And I have said before,
bless up my people. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. And in this one, my people, we seen where Prime Minister come again after another mass shooting and says the criminals will meet their judge or meet their maker. And it happened back in the whole Cherry Tree Lane shooting, my people, where 8 persons had died. I mean, I'm not going to see that video there when they say it, when they did a tour of the community. And, you know, persons in the community were grieving, crying, and you could see the distress on their faces, the hurt, the pain. You understand?
I am personally looking on all areas of the organization to ensure that all the resources necessary from the state, whether it is the financing, whether it is the international cooperation, whether it is the legislative support, will be made available to the security forces to pursue this relentlessly. They must either meet a judge or meet their maker, whichever they choose.
Now we heard now that 5 persons were killed in the Rockfort area, and the Prime Minister was basically, you know, interviewed, and he shared the same sentiments. But every time we keep talking, actions we want to see now. Is either we're not going to bring in back the death penalty of hanging or we're not going to do it. Because you said that in the whole Cherry Tree Lane incident and you come back and say it again. We want action, boss. Action we want. And for the people them who hug up the criminals, them not partial nobody. We see that clear now. Babies, elderlies, middle age, you name it. Them not partial nobody. So here what we not going to do. We need to take on the time, whether anonymously or whatsoever the case may be, and give out these criminals, put them out of the community. Them a wreak havoc in the community. But it's even said that one of the suspects in the whole shooting in the Rockfort area has been killed by the police.
Before I continue, let me express my deep condolences to the family members of those who perished in this very brutal attack where 5 persons were killed. And as I'm looking at one of the cars in which one of the victims perished. The challenge that we have always had in communities like these is that there are persons who claim that they lead the community, that they have some leadership role, and they ascribe to themselves the title Don. And there is a battle for control, for turf. For many communities, the residents see this as just part of normal existence. There is someone there who is claiming to protect the community. There is someone who you can go to for immediate assistance. But I think more and more Jamaicans are realizing that these men who claim to want to protect the communities or call themselves elders or don or dads or whatever term they may choose to describe themselves, they are nothing but criminals, lowlifes, people whose only intent is to undermine your security. And if they are allowed to do so, they will ultimately claim your life. They are of no value to the communities. And it is about time that all communities, all members of the communities realize that these persons serve no good purpose. It was an organized activity, and all communities are at peril of this. There must be no succor, no favor, no sympathy for these persons who organize that. They are criminals and they must be seen in that way. And I have said before, when a similar incident like this occurred in Cherry Tree Lane in Clarendon, that we will pursue them, and the decision is theirs. Either they meet a judge or they meet their maker. I encourage them to meet a judge. Jamaica is not going to sit back and allow organized criminals to threaten the security of the nation and destroy the peace of communities.
Some criminals decided that this was not to their liking. Not only did they protest, they killed and murdered 5 individuals. Police was able to respond quickly and identify at least one perpetrator who at that time was willing to engage the police in combat, and he was killed and a firearm recovered.
So we've gotten a little bit of an update. Apparently they had a meeting today, and in the meeting, basically, I think this is what rumor we've heard is that they wanted the general manager to quit or be let go, or they weren't coming back to work. And honestly, all they were asking for was like 2 days off a week, which is like, how can you not give that to people? I'm sure there's more that what they're asking for, which is rightfully deserved. But the staff that we do have here, they have been working very hard to give us what we need. We still don't have all of the services that we should have, but when we go to the buffet, they definitely do have food now, and there's like a variety of food. The buffet's not as chaotic as it has been the last 2 days. There's no restaurants open, but they said that they're working on it, and the staff that is here, they've been working hard and they've been really nice. So we'll just see what happens and just see how the week goes.
I stand in solidarity with the hotel workers at Royalton Grill, who have taken a courageous stand against the unacceptable working conditions they have been facing. These hard-working Jamaicans are the backbone of our tourism industry, and it is disheartening to hear of the persistent issues of inadequate pay, overwork, and mistreatment that continue to plague the sector. The concerns raised by Mr. Amal, James, and the other hotel staff about being overworked and unpaid for overtime are deeply troubling. The current situation highlights the urgent need for stronger representation and unionization within the hospitality industry to ensure that workers' rights are protected and their voices are heard. I'm calling on Minister Bartlett and Minister Charles and the other relevant authorities to intervene swiftly and address the grievances of these workers. This situation cannot be allowed to continue. Workers across Jamaica deserve better, and we must push for fair treatment, proper compensation, and a system that ensures their well-being. 2 days off and an 8-hour work shift should be the standard, not the exception. I urge the authorities to act decisively in resolving this matter, ensuring that our workers receive respect, rights, and compensation they rightly deserve. As the spokesperson on labor, I remain committed to advocating for the rights of all workers in Jamaica. It is time for the government and the employees to come to the table and create a fair and just environment for those who dedicate their time and energy to making Jamaica's tourism industry thrive.
Share your thoughts and opinion in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. On the road to 30K and beyond, help me to get there, my people. Get this video to at least 3,000 likes. I want to say big up to each and everyone who are celebrating a birthday in this month and who have celebrated throughout the beginning of the year until now. Have a wonderful day. Happy birthday to all those who are celebrating today. Big up yourself, Arlene From. Much respect, much love, my sis. Stay tuned for more videos, my people. Stay tuned for more updates. Big up on yourself.